Hello, Swivel Heads. It's Greg Allison coming to you on the 27th of October 21. Time on deck 11, excuse me, 23:33 hours Central Daylight Time. That's something 23:33 hours Central Daylight Time. And guys, I got to tell you what, the world is going nuts. Everything is getting kind of insane around here. But this is Wednesday night, late live. If I was in at 9, I would have another name for the program, but I've been busy tonight. And hopefully I can get to bed sometime before the wee hours of the morning this time. But we got a lot to go over. I better get over to my other channel before it starts. 23:30. There we go. Barely caught it in time. There we are. So I have to jump screens because when you start a live session here in Zoom, it pops up in on my Google, and then it starts talking. I got to get over there real fast. All right, Tab, Halo from Ohio. How you doing? Anyway, we got 5 watching now. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We'll go through and we'll look at some of the weather tonight, some of these other things. But I've been, excuse me, I meant going here earlier tonight, but I've been kind of busy. I got a product to get out at work. I got some paperwork I got to do vis-a-vis my wreck. It's still not done. It should have been done months ago. I've not done my taxes yet. It should have been done many moons ago. I'm a busy puppy, and yet I stay up late trying to do things. Hey, cheery weather. And one of the reasons I'm a little bit late is cheery weather kind of warned me about some weather coming. I checked my radar, and so I was just about to start raining here, just light rain. So I ran out to my microgreens trailer to turn off the trailer, basically turn everything off for tonight. So I just got back from the microgreens trailer outdoors. I'm rolling my sleeves up here. So we've had some chilly weather here the past few days. I think it's going to warm up for us. We'll go look at some weather. Boy, I tell you what, some of you guys have been slammed by storms, and some of you getting slammed right now. We're going to look at power outages, weather. We're going to look at space weather, and just chat about whatever you guys want to chat about tonight. There's a lot of news. If I'd have had time, I wanted to do a couple of reports today. One on China. They're hiding something from us. I think China is pulling a big deception on us. I'm going to cover that. I was supposed to have an interview originally today with David Pine, but that didn't pan out. He wound up having to travel today, so we'll probably postpone that to next week. I have not heard back from him with an email yet. So I had also alternate program I was hoping to do on something that China's hiding from us. So we'll talk about that later, but it's not adding up. China's having all these energy outages, and it just so happens that they're actually producing more energy than they produced ever before. Ah, you didn't know that, did you? What are they doing with it? You got to look at where the energy is being used. And it's a little bit scary. We'll talk about that in the future, not tonight. There you go, Anton. Anton wears a kilt. There you go. You know what? I can't even say that on here. That's one of the banned words. I'm not even sure we're allowed to have it in the chat rooms anymore. This platform is such a lovely paragon of freedom of speech. Anyway, all right, guys. So we got a lot to go into here. We'll get into the weather. We still get a few people coming in. We got 20 coming in the room now. Yeah, I'm a little late. Like I said, I had other things going on. One of the other things I'm doing also is finally starting to percolate in as to what the companies I work for. You know, I work as a contractor at NASA. I work for a company. We work, well, until we went off site. We actually worked in the NASA offices with NASA phones and NASA email. I got NASA email. So, you know, we're a direct support service to NASA. I mean, we work with them directly in the design, you know, all the reviews, design reviews. We're right there with them, shoulder to shoulder, and everything they're doing. So they approve everything. We do all the work. Kind of like that. So Dave Smith, hi from Arizona, and Jesse Mills, hi from Northeast Arizona. There you go. Jesse Mills is in my other neighborhood there. So, all right, Slim 821 just bought a greenhouse, which is best. What is the best plants to pot for cold weather in North Alabama? Slim, where you at? Well, you know, there's a lot of ways to go at it. Depends on whether you can keep the greenhouse warm all winter or not. A lot of people just shut them down. You know, there's winter greens you can grow year round in a greenhouse, you know, lettuce and such. But if you want to keep it warm, you can grow tomatoes. Tomatoes and peppers will last more than 1 year down here in a greenhouse. blackberry vines will do. Wouldn't invade. There's some plants that will last a few years that normally would be annuals outdoors. Pepper being one of them. See, Checkers X are recharging those hypersonic rockets. That's another topic I've been wanting to do videos on for days. I got everything dialed up. It takes a lot of time to do a video. I had all the channels open. I was ready to go make a video. Something come up and I didn't do it. And so, it's just one of those things I've been planning to get back to. I may spend hours just getting set up to do a video, and something happens, poof, that's gone. And I may or may not get back to it. But one of the things that China's beating their horns about is that, we get the most powerful solid rocket on Earth. No, they don't. Not even close. But they're bragging about certain things, but they're being very deceptive, making it all like it's all from a man's face. So they're running a lot of deceptions on us right now, and that's scary. And now I'm getting a little better insight of what's going on with the power situation over there. I think that's even more scary. They are sacrificing their people for something because they're actually producing more power than they've ever produced, and yet they're putting blackouts on their people. My power's going somewhere. Oh yeah, they're using it. They're using the power. Can say not sure where that is. Yeah, they're using the power. Just dug up some of my peppers to overwinter. Yeah, they'll overwinter in the greenhouse as long as you keep it warm enough. What type of mushrooms have been going green? I've had 65 bags full, and they've already fruited in the bag for about a month now. So, because I have, I got started in this mushroom house, and I've had 4 different people come out and tell me that built it for me, and I'll be right there first thing in the morning. I'll get it done. I'll just take a day or two. Not a one of them showed up. Not a one of them. 4 people, all of them. I'll be right there first thing in the morning. I'll be right on it. Poof. Wow. You talking about labor shortage? You talking about hard to get people to do anything? Yeah, I'll do it myself. It's just going to take time. I can do it. I don't have time to do it, but I can do it. I guess I'll have to. But that means not working on taxes or something. That's a terrible thing. That's so much to do. I'm straining, guys. Have you ever grown on lots of mushrooms? Yeah, I have. I've actually done tree oysters and logs, because on logs they got to have pine. That's about the only thing that really likes to grow in pine is tree oysters. Not man says, hello everyone. Dave Smith is Ehrenberg, Arizona, if I said that right. So Hunter P. Hi from Oklahoma. AC. Oh, you already answered that. Yeah. Okay. Jesse, cannot say for sure where that is. Right. So you don't know Ehrenberg. Is that it? Right on the border of Colorado interstate, California. Okay. It's on west, southwest, way down southwest. I probably crossed that over there. Once upon a time, driving. Well, I don't know. I might have come in. I came in north of that. I came in. I could have crossed Mojave and went into and I came in just south of Nevada. I mean, I could see Las Vegas lights in the night sky, but I drove south of Las Vegas in Arizona. Went in around, the Grand Canyon and Flagstaff, and then turned south and got to the point where the cactus looked like this, and then I turned left. This was driving down from Alaska. And I drove all the way till I could hear Sweet Home Alabama. North Alabama hiking. Hello, Greg. How are you doing? Well, I'm okay. All right, we got 34 in the room now. AC, I'm sorry. Apparently, shiitake grow well in logs, but you don't have to grow them in logs. Wood chips. There's a lot of growing mediums you can use for mushrooms. Hay, wood chips, grain. There's a lot of stuff you can use. You just want to make sure it's sterile before you put the spawn in it so that you know what you're getting. That's the key thing. I'm drinking coffee and tea tonight, so I got a drinking problem. Coffee, tea. Doing the coffee first while it's still warm. All right, so I'm gonna, hey guys, if you like to, I'm gonna pull up so I can keep up the chat while I'm showing other pages. I'm gonna start up my laptop here, and I'll put it on the channel here where I can watch the chat in the chat room on this platform. As long as the battery lasts. This battery seems to not last as long as it used to. I'm gonna open this video. Does anybody know where I got the word video from? A popular show that used to be on that some of you ought to know, because you're definitely enough grown. All right, we got that. Got that open so I can watch the chat room from there. And we're going to go off here and do a little sharing. We're going to start with weather, because the weather has been something amazing lately. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's people getting slammed. We're going to talk about power outages. Look at this, guys. Look at this storm here. This is causing some real power outages up in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. We're going to look at that in a minute. This is kind of like a northeaster, a big cyclonic type storm here off the Atlantic. And guys, that thing is bucking. This is windy.com. So, you know, the West got slammed by the, a couple of bomb cyclones out here. And look, you know, they got more stuff out there. Look at this guy here and up here. And you still got weather coming in. You know, finally, at least they got some rain and snow in Lake Tahoe, actually. You know, I got refilled. Isn't that amazing? So hopefully the wildfire season's over. I'd like to see, I hope that this is replenishing a lot of the water they've been needing out west real bad. And we'll see right here, we got this weather coming up out of the Gulf where there's rain right here, right now. We'll look at rain in a little bit. So let's do that. It's showing wind right now. Oh yeah, if we want to look at wind, we'll do it in another globe here. Hang on, we'll change views to a different globe. This storm's up here just south of Iceland, in north of Ireland, Scotland. You got some weather streaming in right over England. Anybody from England here? Scratch in the house? Anybody from England here? Gerton Nussbaum, raining in Minnesota, Colorado Jan. Halo Greg and everyone. The real Picard. If you start with the right log, shiitake can fruit for over 10 years. Wow. Usually we've done small logs. You got to make sure it don't get contaminated with something else. There's Stan Rainfall. Stan, let's see what's he got to say. Good evening, Greg and everyone. Stan's been very supportive here in the channel. I see him in other places too. All right, I think, and I just add you as a mod, or were you already? All right, so all this stuff coming around Greenland. Tell you where you don't want to be. You don't want to be in the Strait of Magellan right now. It's gelling in the Strait of Magellan. Look at all that, man. It got some wind. I bet you they got horrible waves there. That's some of the roughest sea in the world right there. Can you imagine the guys that used to cross that, go from the Atlantic to the Pacific? The seas right here are typically really bad, but right now, that's a nightmare. Wow, so lots of rain here in Arkansas. We almost had no rain for months. Oh wow, well, glad you got it. You need it. So yeah, we're going to look at the rain here. We'll change this. Rain and thunder. Bing. See what's down under. And of course, they got some off up here, and we got it down in here. And Chewy Weather told me that the heavy stuff was going to go south of me, which is good. So I'm right up here north, the very northern tip of Alabama. And so this is supposed to come out this way, as Chewy Weather told me earlier. He does, he keeps up with me and tells me a lot about the weather. It's snowing in Colorado, up here in Wyoming, Idaho. That's the Bitterroot Mountains right here, guys, the border of Idaho and Montana. Very beautiful place there, Bitterroot Mountains. Coming down to Montana over here around Missoula. Makes me want to eat some granola. Yeah, we got a lot of snow up in there. It's just snowing up there in my old home, I guess, at Fort Greeley. Lots and lots of snow. So let's do this. Let's zoom in a little bit. So we get the temperatures to show. It will. I want to see the color gradation. No, yeah, that's not what I want to see. I want to see the numbers. Well, that's good too. It's just kind of warm here now. It's warmed up today. It was chilly this morning. 60 here, 40 in Flagstaff, 39 in Alpine down here. Tucson, 62. Phoenix, 69. Look up in here. Alamarosa, 35. Colorado Springs, 35. Grand Junction, 38. 31 in Salmon, Idaho. Idaho, Idaho. Delta Junction, 25. That's a Bear Fork, really. All right, we got anybody here from overseas? We got scratching the house. Anybody in England? Australia? Pretty balmy there in England, you know, in the mid 50s. 49 Inverness up in Scotland. 56 in Dublin, Ireland. All right. I like to look at rain accumulations. Let's see if we can find out where we put that. I always have to hunt it and peck around for it. All right, guys. I don't know why I always have to hunt this every time. You think so many times I've been in here, I'd have it down pat. Oh, look at that. Showing some winds again. Kind of wind and temperature overlay. Wow, so it's warm on this side and cold on that side. Cool, right? It's a cool way of seeing it. Let's go back to rain. There's the accumulations up here. You got to click up here for accumulation. You got to go down here for how many days. That's what throws me off. So it's raining all through here right now. Makes it look like it's raining here, but I felt a couple of drops on the outside. Look up in Washington State, guys. Oregon, you know, they're getting some rain in all southern British Columbia. All right, in this rainforest area is getting some rain. This rain here is going all the way up to, wow, Hudson Bay. Hudson Bay, James Bay. I always thought those were like meteor impacts. That's the next 3 days. What, next 24 hours? Next 12 hours. Okay, there's next 12 hours. Next 24 hours. I'm not gonna get a whole lot of rain. Don't look like. Next 3 days. Yeah, I suppose rain for several days here. Next 5 days. Next 10 days. Northeast Oklahoma, southwest Missouri. You got some rain. Northern Ozarks, West Coast, West Wokistan. West Wokistan's going to get a lot of rain, as does East Wokistan. Anybody remember what I'm talking about when I say East and West Wokistan? Yeah, see my Civil War video. East and West Wokistan. In the middle is all Indian territory. That's kind of the notion of Civil War, you know, when India was partitioned, Indian territory. It was divided into India and East and West Pakistan. East Pakistan and West Pakistan. So I'm saying this is Indian territory. We're all Indians down the middle. And this is West Wokistan and East Wokistan. Hey, New Days, how you doing? Cha-cha, victory. Good to see all y'all. Rain accumulation just above thunder. Okay. Here from windy and chilly Maine, I bet. All right. Power outages, guys. Check this out. We got some power outages, serious power outages here in Massachusetts. Wow. 384,193 customers, households, not people, households and business, without power. 384,193. Wow, that storm's kicking them really bad. And Rhode Island has got 25,103. Now, every state, you know, there's always just random power outages. You can go through and you can see numbers in all these states. Texas has got 10,100 out, and Washington State 11,806. Yeah, I'm always wondering how they're so sure right down that last number, right? AG. We had a woke seminar at school in California about equity. Was super cringe. Now you know why I talk about West Wokistan. West Wokistan and East Wokistan. Okay. Victory says, hi, Greg. GTS. Wow, my friends. All right. So, Scrappy Cat. All right, talking to AG. All right, so there's a power outage. Just now, here's another way to look at it, guys. Here's another model, shows the winds around the world. You can see some stuff here south of the Aleutian Islands, Kamchatka Peninsula here. This is Alaska right to about here. Then it's Russia over here. Or if you got right here, right between Alaska and Siberia, there's Big Diomede and Little Diomede, two islands that are just, you can see from one to the other, basically. It's the only place you can actually look from the United States straight into Russia. Now look down here around Antarctica. Really stormy around Antarctica. You know, Antarctica's had the coldest 6 months on record. The coldest 6 months on record for this whole continent. Yeah, look at all that wind channeling through the Strait of Magellan. You know those seas are like 100-foot waves or something. You would not want to be in there with the ship right now, especially when it's cargo ships piled high with ISO shipping containers. I would not want to be there. You would not want to be there in any kind of ship. That will be some rough water. That would beat you to death. You'd be thrown around in that ship so much it'd beat you to death. Yeah, I know what it's like to go across some rough waves. Yeah, hey Regina, how you doing? You don't have to apologize. It's all right. I got started late here. Chewy Weather says water spouts showing up off the coast of Florida. Oh, I mean, Washington State. Excuse me. I was thinking Florida on top of water spouts. Washington State. I bet you got some rough weather out there too, guys. I mean, look here. It's coming right at them. You see that? Right to coast. Here's some cold weather coming straight down off the Canadian Shield all the way down into Texas. Then you got warm weather coming right up out of the Gulf of Mexico. Look at that stream right there, warm. Right out of the Gulf of Mexico. Cold here, warm there. Almost make a perfect storm between. Oh, look here, over Hudson Bay, there's quite a stream going straight up, coming out, going down around Greenland, enjoying this big gyre of wind here. All righty, guys, let's go look around. Earthquakes. All right, nothing in the last hour, some in the past day. Magnitude 3.2, magnitude 3.0 in West Texas. There's another one last day, 2.8. Up here on, is this like Yellowstone? 3.0. Long Valley, maybe 2.6. There's a 3.5 down the LA area. This looks pretty big. What is that? 4.0. 4.0, right? The Colorado River should be coming out. And look here. Wow. Puerto Rico's getting hammered. 3.0. 3.0. Yeah, guys, Puerto Rico's been hammered by earthquakes. What's going on there, guys? Regina Morgan, we got some storms coming up this way. That's right, Regina. That's why I said I had to go outside and shut down my microgreen trailer before I started the video tonight. Got me going a little bit late. Fortunately, I got Chewy Weather in the house. And if there's any weather coming this way, he always sends me a text message. He's my weather warning man. Space weather, space weather. Hey, the sun has got real active in one spot and it's about to turn around to us, the sunspot here. And that's what it looks like, guys. What the Earth looks like comparison size-wise to this sunspot. So this one just on the limb, I guess it's 2891 rotating around to us. And it's been very, very active. Hang on, guys. Well, targets volcanic comet 29P. So there's a comet that's really just blowing off a lot of stuff. We call it a volcanic comet because it's so blowing off so much stuff. All right, guys, if you look at the asteroid forecast, there's nothing coming too close to us in the forecast. But we have a past cast. We can see what we just missed. Wow, wait a minute. This one has 0 lunar distance. That ought to be a hit. 2021 UA1, 2 meters in diameter. Whoa, they changed that. There's 2021 UH1, 0.2 lunar distances. This one's 2 meters. All right, so these are both 2 meters. That's suspicious. This one's got a velocity of 6.2. All right, that one's a lot faster. That would hit us a lot harder, but as fast as it is. Is La Nina stronger, winter, or milder? Yeah, La Nina and you know what? I can't tell you off the top of my head. Those two confuse me. Let's go in here. Let's look at this guy here. 0 lunar distances. I mean, that means that was a real close miss right there. This one should have almost hit us. Let's have a look at this one. It's a small one. Blue is Earth's orbit. Let's see. Wish I could zoom in here. I can. My Zoom tabs cover the tabs I'm looking at. What's that tab do? Select date. All right. All right. There'll be some way to zoom this. Thought I could do it once upon a time. Oh, let's stop. Anyway. Yeah, we can turn it around. Here's where it came close to Earth. So let's back it up a little bit. Yes, there's the near miss. Oh, damn, it hit forward and blew it all off screen. Wow, we can move the whole solar system around, just twist it every which way. Not what I wanted to do. Why is Mars the center of the solar system? Look at that, guys. Probably where I'm grabbing and pulling from. No, Mars stays in the center. That's weird. And I'm gonna have to blame this on my buddy. Oh shoot, brain lock. I was wanting to show you this from the Earth side, but now it just kind of got out of control on me. I'm gonna stop that. That's crazy. I don't see that anymore. Got out of control on us. It still moves even though I minimize the screen. Yeah, you can clock through it. Wow, look, it's kind of moving the whole solar system as I clock it around. Yeah, this thing got out of skew. Anyway, heck with that. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go back to oh, we're going there. I ain't got there yet. Space weather. That's where we started. I can't hardly control the tabs here because of the zoom. Tabs lower down every time I try to reach up and grab a tab for the browser. Makes it aggravating to use. Let's go back to all the way back to spaceweather.com. Here we are. I had to minimize the page just so I could see it, control it. Well, that was a near miss. I'd like to take a better look at it. That was really close. It's a small meteoroid, though, 2 meters, roughly speaking. As an asteroid goes, that would just be a little rock. So we got some good aurora up here around the Hudson Bay. So if you're in the middle of the Hudson Bay, I don't know what you'd be doing there right now. You'd probably be miserable. If you were in the middle of the Hudson Bay, you could be seeing some real pretty aurora. So, all right, let's get out of that. I'm gonna have to minimize the screen just so I'm not wait, I can do it. There we go. And here's the sun. Let me look at these active regions. I think this is the one. Yeah, that's the one that's really firing up right there. Check that out, guys. Can y'all see that? I don't know if the share's including that when I get another screen or not. Anyway, she is popping. I'll know in a minute where you're able to see what I was showing. It catches up on my other screen. Oops. All right, there we are. All right, let's stop the share here. Having enough fun without that. Let's see what happens here again. Let's give it a second. I want to see what y'all see. Well, should pop up any second here where I was hitting the other screens. I don't know, guys. That's kind of, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's not showing. Oh, well. Yeah, it didn't show what I was looking at. Okay, y'all didn't see it because it wasn't in the overall screen for Google. Okay, I get it. I see that now. All right, I got this. Pardon me for my silence there, but I was getting a lesson learned from using this tool here. All right, guys, so I'm going to stop the share. Hey, hello. And got a racket from my balloon and off we go. Guys, I had some poetry books that I wrote poetry in high school. I wrote several ballads. I mean, several very long ballads. I did some good work on them. And my book's missing. I always kept it on top of a bookshelf over. It's been up there for 2 decades and it's missing. I have a woman stay with me for a while. I wonder if that was her doing. So I don't know what happened. It's strange that it would come up missing. That's cherished works that I lost. I've never moved them around like that. So I don't know what happened to them. Some highly cherished works. I think I read a little bit out of there, but nothing, not my longer stuff. I was going to make it a point one day to read y'all some of that stuff and just hadn't done it. I may have, I think I had someone type it in on the computer upstairs for me. But the last time I looked, I didn't see some of that stuff. So I don't know. I may have lost some of my old poetry. I hope not. I mean, that was stuff I wrote years ago. And some of them were very long. And, you know, they were like heartfelt works of art, I thought. Especially since I was 17 when I wrote them. Anyway. I just noticed that for the videos before I started this video. So I was a little bit bummed out when I started this video, but trying not to show it. Anywho, that tempts me to read a poem I thought would get me in trouble. When I wrote more recently a song. Hey, Inventor Wheelbarger, how you doing? Wolfman Jackal, 32 minutes in. Is that how long we've been going? So yeah, it's just 12:06 now. So Lee, how you doing? I've asked Anthony sent an email to try to get another do another video with him on the happenings of the border. Not heard back from Anthony yet. If I do, I will try to put him on to you. Excuse me. I clear my throat. I could go back here and check my email again to see if got anything from him, but I did email Anthony actually yesterday, I believe. Might have been today. All the times running together on mine. Okay, I got a final transformer video revision online. Oh yeah, I'm getting stuff on the Chinese components and the transformers we have. Yeah, y'all don't know China's got back doors in our transformers. I get intel on that being in connected to these power grid defense groups. Yikes. Not good. Wolfman Jackal, sorry, I'm like number 44. Well, thank you for being the 44th like. Actually, I'm only showing 43 here, so maybe they are taking likes away from me. I had Cowboy Roy Rogers on here. Let me refresh this page, see what happens. I had Cowboy Roy Rogers on here, what was it, last night? And he was over 200 subscribers. And I went back and looked, and they knocked him down to 170 something. Now he may have percolated back up, but they took a bunch of the subs away from him. So he's got a very small channel, so that's got to hurt. So we're trying to get him built up. So if you're not seeing Cowboy Roy Rogers' channel, go there and subscribe to it by all means. Benner Lee Warburg, sorry for your loss. Who are you talking to, Lee? Oh, miss. Hi, Lee. Check. Hi, Lee. Spell check killed my tag. Let's see what I'm missing here. Somebody lose a family member or loved one. Did I miss something like that? What are you talking about? Oh, what happened to drops? Oh, doing good, Lee. Just trying to consolidate my late Wi-Fi. Oh, drops. I'm sorry. Now we see what's happened. All right, drops. Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Definitely sorry for your loss. Missed that. Tammy Shirt. Love from Ontario, Canada. Just hidden for a minute. Have breakfast with the mayor tomorrow. Okay. The mayor. I thought it said major first. I said my brain's already always pre-wired for military stuff. Very good, very good. Lots of questions. All right. So what town is that, Tammy, that you're going to be meeting with the mayor of? So you're meeting the mayor of Toronto? we're in what town in Ontario? You know, I've been to Ontario quite a number of times once upon a time. I have stayed there for up to 2 weeks at a time. I enjoyed the Toronto area. It's showing 45 thumbs up and 1 thumb down. Okay. Oh wow. All right. Who gave me the thumb down? Who's the unhappy camper here? Tell us what's ailing you. Do you have a telescope and look at stars at night? Says AG. I've got a telescope, but I haven't been looking. A finder scope got busted a long time ago, so I've not been looking in a long time. I used to have to raster scan just to find whatever one looked at with a broken. So it's got a broken finder scope. Drops. Any reach females want a husband. Oh Lord, drops. Yeah, well, my heart goes out to you, having just lost your wife. So let's see here, really. Drops had 2 wives die on me. Oh my gosh, drops. Wow. That's rough. That's rough. Greg, how's the coal mining business doing in Alabama? I suppose it's doing good everywhere right now with the demand being what it is. Tammy Sharp between 2 military bases, Kingston and Trenton. Okay. Kingston and Trenton, 2 military bases. Scrappy Cat, Cali. All right. Where you from, Scrappy Cat? Let's see. Frozen World. Even there one I couldn't sleep. My burns are hurting me. How'd you get burnt? How'd you get burnt, Frozen World? We don't need somebody frozen all burned up now. Last wife was 20 years. Cancer got her. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's cancer's a bad thing, really bad. Lost a lot of friends to it already. All right, so everybody, drops get your special prayer tonight. That's a given. Special prayers for drops tonight. If you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at this screen. I guess I could look up now since I'm no longer sharing screens. Do that. So I want to go back to there we are. Let me send two chat room screens all together. 20 years. That's a good time. Hot water heater blew up on me. Oh, now hot water heater exploded. Oh, frozen world. I've seen where a hot water heater practically destroyed a house. I mean, a hot water heater can do a lot of damage when they blow up. I've seen a house practically destroyed by a hot water heater. Yeah, those things. You ever watch? I think Mythbusters used to blow up hot water heaters on purpose and have them go through a few floors or something. Yeah, hot water heaters are no joke, man. So you get burnt. I hope you're not too bad. Did you get? That's rough. I hope you don't have to go to a burn center. Burn centers are really rough. Oh, we have some people having tough times here tonight. I said Massachusetts got over 300,000 without power. We can go back and look at that again. Rhode Island's got a lot of people without power. Texas and I believe Washington State. I showed y'all that a little bit ago. We might do a quick revisit shortly before we get done here. Yeah, I done replaced one hot water heater in my house here. Jesse Mills talking to John Baxter. You're correct. Just China isn't listening. Oh, well, they're not listening to him. Let me go up and find that one. Yeah, guys, I may not be the top of my game tonight because I didn't go to bed till 6 o'clock this morning. Went to bed at 6. Hey, Top Knot's in the house. Cheers, Green Greg and family. Oh, thank you, Top Knot. Yeah, I went to bed a little bit after 6 this morning and got up at 8. Yeah, it gets kind of rough, especially down after night. I used to, a long time ago, I used to make up for it on weekends, but now I can't. I got too much stuff going on weekends to do that. Maybe that asteroid will hit China. Might take their mind off attacking someone. Frozen. Just my second degree on my face and right arm. Yeah, it's rough to have on your face. Yeah, second degree burn is no joke. Take good care of that, but at least it's recoverable. And without being a third degree, you shouldn't have to go to a burn center. Just take real good care. And of course, to use aloe and all that stuff. So what are you doing for it, Frozen World? Victory. My dad, my best friend, my big sis, and my dog died from cancer. Oh, guys, cancer used to be unheard of. They got all these chemicals in our system now. Besides being an engineering type, I can fix, repair, and replace my own stuff for almost everything. Well, that's good for you. Good for you. John Baxter. No governments are listening. China actually is in a better place than most. They can motivate their peoples better than most countries. Yeah, there's some truth in that. But here's the question. They're shutting down factories over there and keeping people in the dark. They're using the excuses of not having enough coal, which we kind of understand that, given that they embargoed Australian coal. But they're also using the excuse that, they're trying to prepare everything for a green technology because they're supposed to go green by 2060. So shutting things off is not exactly what gets you green. What's happening, though, is there are certain factories and areas that are not shut off at all, that are going full force. And China's actually making more power, more electricity now than they've ever made. They're running a scam on us. They're hiding something. I'm going to do a video on that. Really saying, what are they hiding? What do you think, Lee? China is pulling one on us this time. It's a great deception, a big lie. The big lie of China. The great lie of China, the Great Wall of China. That'll be maybe my next video. I'm out, no power, but it was scheduled. Okay, new days, old ways. At least you must have backup or battery or something. At least you're still on here. Frozen World, got medicated wraps on my arm. They gave me some solvent to put on my face. And yes, Greg, I'm using aloe and shea butter. Well, good for you. Hope you got something to help you manage the pain too. Lee, you getting out of here? Did I miss that? I must have. Last I heard, so I got early morning and still work tonight. Yeah, I got you, Lee. I still got some stuff to do too. So I'm not gonna stay here as late as I usually do. I'm not gonna be here at 2 o'clock in the morning. I just can't do it tonight. Drops, China's done. Well, maybe. They are taking us over without firing a shot, says Lee. Well, they're coming close. That's what the art of war is all about. Sun Tzu. Oh, they might take your grid down. It's not exactly firing a shot unless they fire off an EMP device. Still not the same. John Baxter, all govs are playing hide and seek, Wormy. Hide and seek. Okay. Yeah, but that's not a fun game when they got nukes, big militaries, and the whole world's at their mercy. Colorado Jazz Cha-Cha, yes, it was. There were 3 younger kids left. They went to live with other family members. Oh, yeah, that's what's always rough about these things. Taking out the world too. Well, yeah, they are. But we're the top priority because we represent freedom, and they hate that. We're not, you know, they hate those of us that love freedom. They don't like. They don't like. If you love freedom, they don't like you. Frozen World. Hey Lee, good night. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Wind here blew plastic off the greenhouse. Oh yeah, I believe that. My greenhouse is kind of rough right now. They only need flip switches. Well, they got backdoor components. I just mentioned, I don't know if you was in there, that just got an email about that. We've been tracking the backdoor components and the transformers. They're basically cell phones. They report to China status of things going on in some of our transformers. Possibly they've also got a 2-way system where maybe they could use that to take our transformers out. Stupid we'd buy junk like that. President T passed an executive order against that, saying we couldn't buy that junk. But President OB he rescinded that executive order. Yeah, Biden, isn't that great? So that's just something else. Drag them on all natural pain relief. Well, I'm glad that you got all natural. I hope it's working for you. Yeah, there's some good natural pain reliefs out there. Definitely that. John Baxter, put this show up again, Wormy, because I missed the start. Some big talk here. Yeah, it'll go up. It'll go live tonight. You'll see it all. It'll be here. Yeah, I'm not in my top game tonight. I'm kind of fried, just like I am fried Friday. Well, it's fried Wednesday tonight. Fried Wednesday. So that's why I'm drinking the coffee, and this is it. It ain't enough. I got me a mug of tea to start on next. This is in the cup that Granny Lana gave me, which has a Space Force emblem on it, which matches the one on my hat. Build Back Broke. Oh my God, there's a topic. Yes, Build Back Broke. Let's talk about that. Let me release it. It's not easy to get that last 1%, but I still try. There you go. Oh yeah. Before we get to Build Back, let's do that. We'll talk about Build Back Broke. Before we get there, I know what? You joking with Yost. I don't even know what that is. You're talking to the language there, Lee. All right. So they outlined the process we got to follow at work for exemptions. And by the 8th of December, we either have to have the, you know what, or we got to have a medical or religious exemption that is accepted. So I'm going to have to file an exemption, and it's got to be accepted by the 8th of December or be supposedly fully immunized, which if you go 2 weeks prior to the 8th, which means you'd have to have had a jab by 29th, no, by, yeah, Thanksgiving Day. I don't think anybody's giving jabs on Thanksgiving Day. So I guess you'd have to be Thanksgiving Eve, the 24th. So then there's some kind of appeal process where I guess they give you a chance to make it good and go run down there and bend over and take what they jab at you. And there's some counseling. And then if you don't satisfy them, they give you 3 days without pay. And then I guess you get paid again just so you can bring your computer and all your stuff in. That process. So here's the way it works out. It looks like if they don't accept the exemption, you're fired on Christmas Eve. How's that? Is that an insult? Think about it. This is what the government. This is the process they set up. Fired on Christmas Eve. What a Grinch. Joe Biden is the Grinch. He's the Grinch that stole the world, Christmas and the whole world. Hey, I'm Santa Claus. They're going to fire Santa Claus on Christmas Eve. Imagine that. Imagine that. Or maybe I'll get the religious exemption. But if it don't pass, you get fired on the nation's biggest, on the maybe second biggest religious holiday. I'd say Easter's the biggest, although the most commercial is definitely Christmas. Imagine that. All right, Lee. Good night, buddy. We'll have to chat soon. New days always. All electronics are off. How my cell is maintaining internet connection is a mystery. Well, it must be your local tower has a backup generator. So you're probably good as long as you got power in your cell. Too bad we can't use the reason that we have an eye problem. Just can't see ourselves getting the jab. There you go. Trots, pregs. Why pregs? Collagen, you got that right, Greg. Fired is better than objective. Yeah, imagine that. The whole nerve of it set up that way to fire people on Christmas. Is that interesting? Is that interesting? What timing? I mean, that's just like the worst timing you could possibly come up with, unless you're trying to insult somebody. It's just like insidious. It's like evil. Yeah, exactly. Frozen world. Really, on a holiday? Yeah, exactly. That's the way it runs out, guys. That's the way it runs out. Frozen world. Later, buds. Blessings and stay safe. Well, you take care of yourself there, Frozen. Get frozen again. Get cool. Get well with all your burns. Yikes. All right. So, we want to talk about something here. What was it? Somebody just reminded me of a topic worth talking about here with, help me out, guys. I said I was going to talk about something I got off on this Christmas, getting fired for Christmas. Kind of took my mind off where I was about to head. Give me a second. I'll come up with it because it was a major topic here for me. I'm actually about doing a video on May yet. Dang. All right, guys, I'm getting brain locked. It's late. Most style powers have a generator backup. Yeah, a lot of them do now. They didn't always, but now there are a lot more of them do. Let's scroll up and see what the comment was that made me think of that. Wild lettuce. Yeah, wild lettuce is good for pain. Bill back broke. Oh, the broke. Thank you, AG. The broke. Bill back broke. Our country's getting broke. That's where I want to go. And that's no joke. What's happening is that we got all these people. Oh, somebody say here. My brother with NASA's planning to fight it legally. Turn his exemption Monday. We'll see. I hope he can make it. See, civil servant, civil servants, they're on a little different timeline. It hits them faster than us contractors. China broke, y'all, part of the plan. Yeah, I want to talk about China in another video. Bill back broke. I had a angle. So our whole country's been shattered. Here's what's happening. We're paying people to stay at home. We're borrowing money from the future to pay people to stay at home and incentivize them in many different ways with different welfare programs to not work. Well, to pay for this, I mean, we're putting trillions of dollars in these new big spending initiatives. There's not the money to pay for it. So now the government's scrounging for any means they can to grab money to help at least pay the interest and pay some of this stuff. They're still going to be going way in debt. So they told us, they were only going to be looking at the billionaires. So what are they doing now? They don't want to go and look at everybody's bank accounts, all the transactions. They want to do anything over $600. And they're going to be taxing unrealized gains. What this means is if your house went up in value, you got to pay a tax on it. If you hold an asset that goes up in value, maybe Bitcoin, your house, your farm, there's several things that you might own, a vehicle, maybe if it's an antique, goes up in value without even selling it. Unrealized tax, unrealized gain. You haven't realized it. Your retirement. But now they want you to pay a tax on it before it's even realized. So, but the problem with that is prices do this. They tax you going up. Are you going to get a refund when it goes down? And here's the other thing. You get a big unrealized gain on your home. What do you got to do to pay that tax? If you're like most people, you don't have the money. Maybe you got to sell your house to pay the tax on the house. Well, if it's a house that your parents worked for decades to earn, you or your parents, I mean, you may be paying for your mortgage for decades on end. You might have put $80,000 in that house, maybe 100,000 or more in certain areas. Worked yourself silly, and now to pay for somebody who's sitting on their couch, you lose your home. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? That's build back broke. That is build back broke. You can lose your home over a tax for something you've not realized to cover somebody sitting on their sofa. What do you think about that? Is that a good thing? I know if I post this on Facebook, there'll be a lot of people get mad at me for saying it. And a lot will just tell me right up, oh, that's exactly what ought to happen. There are people that will tell me that in my face. They will say, that's equity. That's equitable. They ignore all the sweat, blood, and tears you or your ancestors have put into property. So what do they want to do? They're really trying to break the system. Yeah, of course, the banks will take it and they'll just resell it. And they'll resell it at that higher price. The banks will make money. The banks love these kind of ideas. They don't care what you put into it. They don't care about you. This is the agenda. This is what we're getting from these guys who were only going to tax the top 1%. Remember? Remember that? Oh, yeah. And now they're saying, okay, well, we'll scale back. We won't go down to $600. Just let's get our foot in the door. Let's get our nose in the tent. You know how a camel gets inside a tent? Well, first it puts its nose in. Once the camel gets its nose in the tent, the rest is sure to follow. It's like, oh yeah, now they're hunting ways to say, well, maybe we can come up with this tax or that tax and just take 10% of your income, another 10%. When they passed the income tax, a lot of people were fundamentally against income tax. And they promised, oh, it'll never, ever go above 10%. It'll never be more than a tithe. Never, ever will it go above 10%. Say what? Say what? Mickey Money's in the house. How you doing, Mickey? Tell it like it is. There we are. Yeah, I woke up enough to talk about the Build Back Broke. We're looking at losing stuff. I mean, Mickey, how could you handle this this unrealized gain? Thank you, Mickey Money. Appreciate it. How can you handle an unrealized gain? You not even sold it. I mean, hey, maybe it's Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin's like a roller coaster. Woo, woo, woo. Suddenly it's get shot up. Now you got to pay a tax on it, even though you hadn't sold your Bitcoin. Well, now you got to sell it to pay that tax. And what happens though, if suddenly the price drops and you got to sell it at the lower price? I mean, isn't it crazy? It's insane. Unrealized tax. What happens to family farms? I mean, the land value is out the roof, but the income you make from it is pitiful. You're making pitiful income, but the land value is out the roof. Your ancestors worked or took us off, carved it out of the frontier, took great risk of life and limb to build a farm for a family for the future. And many generations work on that. And then they can come along and just grab it. And there's other taxes already instigated for that purpose. Oh, yeah, by the way, the Biden administration, these people already set goals for taking 30% of the land back to like put into parks and national land by 2030 and 50% by 2050. How do you think they're going to grab that? This is the agenda. That's what they want to do. You know, they don't want private land. They don't want private individuals. They don't want people owning their own businesses. They want you to be subservient. They want you to work for the man, to work for somebody else. That's the plan. To put you in the hive. So you're no longer alive. You can't thrive. You do whatever they say. You'll be totally subject to them. You have to do anything they tell you. Bend over and take that jab. They you know, or you don't eat because you work for the man. You got no other way of making money. Oh yeah, they'll be all in your account, your bank account. So probably just jerk. Yeah, they want to create a new cryptocurrency that's got that's going to be tied in with a social credit score. So suddenly, if in the eyes of the powers that be, you're not a good little boy, your money goes poof. You know, there's biblical terms for that. Think about it. There's biblical terms for things like that. What am I talking about, guys? Mr. Smith. The commies, they want unrealized gain tax. They want our property to enslave. Yeah, we probably shouldn't say commie directly in here. That might be considered slander, but I took your comment. Hope they don't knock me out. Even though commie is short for communist. So Fed coin. Yeah, he wants Fed coin. Yeah, it's got strings attached. It's like that coin. It's like reaching for a coin with a string. You reach for it and then they jerk it back, right? Or they even let you put it in your pocket, but it's got a string on it. So when you're not looking, they pull that string and pops out of your pocket. That's when they want to be in your bank account. They want to monitor everything you do. That's why they want to monitor bank accounts. Well, if you got a Fed coin, they'll know everything you spend. If you go buy a roll of toilet paper, a stick of bubble gum, they're going to know where you were at, when you purchased it, what you purchased. So they'll track your every movement. They'll know when you go to wipe your hiney. It's not bad enough for our phones to track us. This is the hive, guys. This is what I've been warning you guys about. This is the hive. This is what we got to watch, guys. This is what we got to stay out of. The banks got bailed. Bingo, exactly. Government should, yeah, exactly. I've said this, April. Bingo, exactly. Government should have bailed people's debt. Exactly, exactly. What was the problem? People had mortgages that went out the roof, and they were sky high, and house prices dropped. People couldn't sell their homes. If someone were needing to move or get out of their mortgage, they couldn't sell it because land values, housing values dropped below the value of that mortgage, and their mortgage was considered to be underwater. Well, a lot of these people just started walking away from these homes. They just quit paying, and that's what caused the whole financial collapse in 2008. But instead of helping the people who were in a bind, which would have been direct, they could have went straight to the people. They could help them. And the number of people was quantified. It wasn't, $2 or $3 trillion worth. But instead of helping the people, The government went and paid off the banks. The people got no relief, but the banks got it. Not only did the banks get it, but everybody was calling their Congress. The switchboards in D.C. were never busier than they were right before the Congress passed that bill. The switchboards were just screaming, and everybody was calling. Any of the congressional offices were screaming, "Don't do it! No way! Do not do this!" 100%. Everyone was screaming to their politicians, "Do not do this." And what did they do? They went off and did it. They bailed out the banks. Too big to fail. Wow. They got the biggest bailout, the biggest. That's why, henceforth and ever since, I have called them the banksters, because they are the biggest robbers in the country. They used to be bank robbers. Now the banks are the robbers, the banksters. Anyway, so there you are, my friends. Now, there's little banks that's not in on that, but still, by and large, it don't apply to everybody. Checkers to pay for all the trillions and jump programs. Exactly. See, this money goes to the government. Say, let me get a few of these. There's a bunch of bills. We need your tax money so we can support the poor people. If you give us your tax money, we will take care of poverty. So they take all your tax money, and they got a big administration they got to pay for us, and then a little bit of that comes back out and pays for whatever they say they're going to pay for, and the rest of it goes into running that big bureaucracy. And the percentage of what stays in bureaucracy is bigger. If you've ever noticed, government is not a paragon of efficiency. And quite frankly, if you think about how many $1 trillion we spent on the war on poverty over the last, 30, 40 years, it's well, actually, since LBJ created it, it's been, 55 years ago, trillions of dollars. If they'd have gave all that money straight to the individuals, they'd all been rich. They could have made everybody on poverty rich, rolling in money. Of course, they probably lost it in a matter of a few years. It's like the lottery winners. You have to have a mind of discipline to keep their money, right? Or it'll be gone. Poof. I knew a girl who won a $250,000 lawsuit from an auto accident. She supposedly got crippled in her back. And a year later, she was broker than she was when she started. That happens to a lot of these people in these lotteries. Well, they thought they had a fortune, and they don't realize that it's still a finite number. And if all your friends are begging you and you're not paying attention, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. You'll overextend yourself. You'll overcommit yourself for things that you really can't cover. You will find yourself worse off than you were when you started. So you got to be smart about that stuff. That's how you need to be smart anyway. Yeah. My problem is always was too big hearted, and I let somebody in my life who ran away with my credit cards once upon a time. Yeah. Anyway, quite a story there. So somebody's laughing at drop. What am I missing here? Jason Smith, 21.5 trillion in adjusted dollars. 21.5 trillion dollars on the war on poverty. You thought we lost the war in Afghanistan, and still people are in poverty. Why? It's a mindset. It's the consciousness of poverty. It's a mindset. Wow. Chewy Weather says instead of managers of those programs became millionaires. Yeah. It's like schools. Hey, look, the biggest scam in the world is property taxes for schools. That's one of the big scams in America. Oh, we need to tax you. We need to take more property tax to pay for the schools, pay for the teachers. So your teachers have the money, so the kids will do well in school. Alabama has the lowest property tax in the United States of A. For my home, I pay a little over $300 a year. And that's typical. I know some of you guys pay more than your house payment. You might have a house payment of $1,000, but you're paying $1,200, $1,400 a month in property tax in some places. Am I right? Up in the north. What are you getting back for it? Do you realize if you come down here and drive around, you're going to see ginormous, big cathedral schools everywhere. Brand new schools everywhere you go around here. Huge, giant schools all over the place. paid for out of with the state that gets charges the least on property tax. Man, they're building schools left and right all over the place, big ones, on the smallest property tax in the nation. So what's that tell you? It tells you that the tax money in those other states, those liberal states, they're taking so much. Man, they're just piling that stuff up in a big pile, throwing gasoline on it, setting it on fire. They might as well do that because they're just wasting that money. It is being wasted bad. It's ridiculous, right? Greg stands in the same boat. Much love, Greg. Well, thank you, Tim. Let's see. Jason, let's see. Jason Smith, last time Twitter banned me, their site went down. Oh, yeah, all right, bad luck on them, right? But karma. Let's see, Valley More. My property tax is basically I'm paying rent. Yeah, over $300 a month. See, that's ridiculous. $300 a year is about right, not a month. And if you don't pay it, you lose your property. So is it really yours? $11 a year for 240 acres in New Mexico. No joke. $11 a year? Was a property like unfinished? Yeah, I got to pay my property tax in Arizona soon. It's not bad, but then the property is, it's desert, it's undeveloped. Only India, Saudi Arabia, and China are in that clubbing. Okay, let's see. I joined Twitter for an hour. For an hour. Money laundering, that's the end goal. Okay. Money laundering. So Chewy said, just say no to Twitter. Just say no, like the drugs, right? Let's go back to Build Back Broke. So really what's happening here? So not only are they paying these people to not work, and it's coming out of your tax money, and they're trying to find everywhere they can to tax you. They're taxing unrealized gains, and they still won't pay for it. Your children's children is going to pay for what we're spending right now because they can't pay for it all now. We have borrowed so much money, it is obscene. Yet, it's like, you would think a nation would be built solid with a solid base, so the tax base would be solid, and what you're spending out would be, the benefit. No, it's the other way around. It's inverted. We got a itty bitty tax base and huge payouts. Now that's the formula for something that's going to tilt over and fall over, right? The wheel's going to come off this train. But not only that, since we're paying people to stay on your tax money, that also means, this is what it means. It means people aren't working, which means there's no goods and services, which means that the grocery store shelves are bare. Trucks aren't rolling, and it's getting worse. This whole country is falling apart. And I've done some videos on this 2 years ago, and people got mad at me when I described, one of them was called our nation's disintegration. And I was talking about this notion of a living wage, and I said, what it would do to us? I said, one, we're not ready for robots to step in and produce everything. The robotics that are not there right now, they can't do it. Well, that made people mad. Oh yeah, robots can do it. No, they can't. No, not even close, not yet. Show me a robot that's going to go in here and rip the wire out of my wall and rewire my wall. There's no robot on earth that's even close to that capability right now. None. Takes an artisan to do that. No robot on earth can do that. But all that aside, if the robots were doing it, who's getting the money for it? Mr. General Robotics, right? Probably an Elon or a Bezos. You're not getting it. So how do you get paid? But guys, we need people. What this pandemic is showing us, what the empty store shelves, the shuttering factories, your lacking of supplies is showing you is we still need people to work. This country works by people working. People have to work for the country to work, for it to function. It requires people. So when you take people out of the equation, things fall apart. So we're paying, and it's also causing inflation. So we're paying taxes to pay people to sit on a sofa. You're going to be paying taxes that may cause you to have to sell your house. So people could sit on the sofa, drive prices up, and cause the whole economy to unravel, to shatter, cause this country to fall on its face. That's what you're paying for. We got a certain party out there who tells us that's good. This is what we need. We need more of it. Well, you're just not paying enough taxes, and you're just not paying. You can't pay enough taxes. Oh yeah, we're going to tax the rich, the 1%. If you took all their money, it wouldn't cover it. You take everything they got, it ain't going to cover it. They're coming after you, buddy. And now we see it. How do you know they're coming after you? It's that little $600 thing they wanted to look in your account. Well, they took so much heat on it, they backed off. But watch, they'll come right back. Just watch. They'll come right back. Just like income taxes. Oh, it'll never, ever, could ever possibly be more than a tithe. It never would be more than 10%. Never. Nope, won't happen. It's impossible. What do you think, guys? Am I off my rocker? If I post this video on Facebook, there's a bunch of people that would attack me for this. Oh, I got 3 thumbs down. Somebody don't like this. Somebody's not happy with my message. Say so in the chat room. Man up. What is it you don't like? You don't like my delivery. You don't like the way I talk. You don't like the way I look, or you don't like what I'm saying. And what is it about it that you don't like? Chill in. Be specific. Because I'm a job, I'm this close to losing my job. I got hit on FB because I posted a video that said, well, I kind of took the Biden word. I called him Fiden, if you know what I mean. And another word, it sounds like duck. I put a B on front of that. And Facebook threatened to shut me down. And the whole topic was this whole thing about mandatory things of people losing their jobs. Here I am. Oh, they accused me of bullying. So really, this guy is on the verge of destroying my decades-old career. I make a slight little comment, and I didn't even say it overtly. I kind of twisted it up a little bit. And I was kind of emotional at that point. I don't know like to use language like that, but the guy's destroying my career, possibly. So I put it out there. And Facebook nearly shut me down. Accused me of bullying. I feel like I'm getting bullied by the administration and by Facebook. Fake book. Well, they're fake fact checkers. They wouldn't know a fact if it slapped them in the face. They wouldn't know a fish if it slapped them in the face. If they told me the sky was blue, I would go get my eyes checked. I mean, those fact checkers are always wrong as far as I can tell. Oh, yeah. There's no chance that this virus could possibly have got out of a lab. It was absolutely natural. Remember that? Remember that? Now it's pretty much looking the other way, isn't it? And several things that they said. Oh, there's no way that the National Institute of Health funded X, Y, and Z. And we find all this nasty stuff they have funded. Wow. Drops Family Garden, Potato Head. Take your FB down. I kind of use it as a stump. Those soapbox, if you will. It's the only reason I keep it. You were getting bullied, Greg. Exactly, Victoria. Or Victory, excuse me. Not Victoria, Victory, yeah. Pardon me for that. Victory. Yeah, exactly. My Facebook bullies. And Fauci book. It's called Fauci book. That'd be a good nickname for him, right? Sky's green, maybe drops. Fat booty soup. Yuck. Valerie, if you tax the rich will raise prices and compensate. Of course. And he's pushing this. The people are pushing are really the uber rich. The uber rich are pushing all this stuff. Why? Because they want to squeeze out all the middle people. They want to kill the middle class. They want to make everybody serfs. And they don't. It's like they're up on this platform, and they got up there by crawling up a ladder. And there's ladders there. So they're trying to throw out the ladders. Nobody else can get up there. And what do you got then? A feudal society, a neo-feudal society, where they're the lords and you're the serfs. That's what they're trying to establish. They want to destroy the middle class. They want to take away property rights. Do you think You know, if you notice, the people are promoting this the most are the uber rich. Who runs the World Economic Forum? Uber rich. Uber rich, right? So what they want? Why are the uber rich promoting communism? Because it won't be real communism. It'll be cronyism with them in charge. Are they going to lose their homes or yachts or mansions? I mean, would Jeff Bezos have just built a $500 billion yacht, $500 million lot if he thought he was going to have to give that up? Would he? What do you think? What do you think? Really bad surf. Well, they've set this whole thing up, guys. They got Weep Snug. I'm only getting on that Jacob's ladder back home. Yep. Good win. Just reading some comments here. You can, let's see, AA says you can, a U.S. citizen from a citizen's grand jury okay, just go to Scalia. What happened to Scalia? Yeah, for survival, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, we can't get into conspiracy theory on here, and I think I'm probably got a little too close to it. I probably got a little bit on the borderline here, guys. That's something to get your channel taken out. But, you know, who made $1.9 trillion in the pandemic? Who lost market share? Who got shut down on the lockdowns? The small businesses. Who made money? Amazon, the big business. The billionaires got far richer. And they laughed all the way back. Bill Gates got far richer. And they're trying to push that even further. Like I said, they don't want anybody standing on their own 2 feet. That's why I tell you guys over and over and over, this is what you vote with. This is one of the most important votes you give, because this vote is a real vote. When you cast it, it's cast. When you spend your money on something, that's what you're voting for. You're voting for more of that to show up. So if you spend all your money at McDonald's, the world will have more McDonald's. If you spend your money on Big Corp C, you get more Big Corp C. If you go and spend your money on your neighbor, it's a little business, you spend your money with your local farmer, then you're going to have more local farmers. You're going to help your local farmer. If you spend it on big farm, if you spend it on big ag, then you're going to get more of their junk they feed, they're poisoning you with, their pitiful excuse for food. So don't spend your money, on that stuff. Spend it with your local artisans, your local workers, your local plumbers, your small shop, mom and pop shop, stores, artisans, HVAC, plumbers, local farmers. Go to your local rancher and get grass-fed beef. You'll get far better food, far healthier food, and it'll just be so much better for you than this junk you're getting through the system. Help the small business, help your friends, help your neighbors, and the govern rats. Devil's tail, I would say. Let's see. I'd like, what did drop say? I missed it. Pull it down. Oh, some drops that got deleted. I missed it, whatever it was. Preach it, brother. Yeah, I'm trying, guys. I got to worry about it, though. I'm getting in trouble on this platform. Beef is too expensive. Well, look what goes into producing beef now. Feed costs are up. Everything's up. Hay costs are up. That's part of it. You know, the farmers a lot of times don't get that. A lot of it's going to the middlemen, the packing houses, the distribution centers, the stores. Not local. I cured my pharmaceutical needs by learning which plants are chewy weather. There you go, buddy. There you go. Yeah, we had New Day's Old Ways in the House. Y'all see the video I did with her? I believe it was last week. We're going to do some more of those. We'll talk. We'll pick some specific topics about health or various things. I'll bring her back. I'm also going to try to get some of the other guests y'all like back. Like hopefully, I just sent a letter to Anthony, so we can talk more border stuff. I've not heard back from him, but Anthony is busy. I may not hear back from him. That guy is busy. Anyway, Tim says helps keep your head higher. There you go. $42 per pound of filet mignon. Wow. $42. Whoa, holy smoke. Can we find you another platform besides FB? Yeah, need to do that. So I've used FB, like I said, as kind of a stump. I got 5,000, people that are so-called friends on Facebook. A lot of them actually are friends, because I've been involved in a lot of other things that I've done over the years. You should join Rumble. Hey, guys, tell me which, there's Rumble, there's BitChute. What other media platform actually do you earn best money on besides Facebook? I'm not sure about, a lot of people go to Patreon, but, Lee don't like Patreon because they keep a good portion of it. And Patreon controls your speech some too. Jesse, Greg, need to make a backup plan if you're shut down. Well, that's true. That's true too. Get a new platform. All right, guys, which one's best? Which one would help me make a little money on something? Because if I do lose my day job, I need it. And if I don't, that's how I invest in my farm. You guys are what supports my farm, really and truly. I'm lucky though. My friend has cattle. There you go. Yeah, we raised our own cattle when I was growing up. We had cattle. What's the best, BitChute or Odyssey? What's Odyssey? I've heard of it. Is Odyssey video platforms are more like Facebook? So there's different kinds of formats in different platforms. Gas is higher to run balers. That's true. Twine's higher. I used to cut, rake, and bale hay, Valerie. I did. Yep, I heard the hay prices are way up. I used to cut, rake, and bale hay. That was something I did when I was a kid. Had an old square baler, had a Massey Ferguson 135 tractor, had a sickle mower. Drop that sickle down, off you go, mow that hay down. And had a rake with them big spinny wheels on the back. And had a New Holland 12 hay baler back in the late 70s. So back in the 70s, I was out cutting, raking, and baling hay, and I loved it. Of all the work I've ever done in my life, that was actually my favorite job, cutting, raking, and baling hay. I love that. Selling eggs, me got 7 new chicks. Well, good for you, John. Let's see. Cha-cha, my hay was a little over double this year. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and here's nothing. Odyssey is a video platform. What's the best video platform? Odyssey for a creator. If I'm trying to make a living one day, I'm not making a living off this channel. Believe you me, far from it. Oh, let me show you guys this. And there's some knucklehead that comes in here and tries to criticize me for talking about my Patriot Supply. And he says, well, you're making millions. Why you keep talking that? And then they accuse me of making millions. He said that a couple times. You're getting rich. One time he actually said, I'm making millions. How can all this food? Millions. Here is my last monthly check from my Patriot Supply. You see that? Can y'all see how the amount? Hang on, I'm gonna go back to my Zoom screen where I can see what I'm showing y'all. So I'm looking at the chat room screen. It's got a delay on it. Here we go. There we go. $190.64. This is from Patriot Supply Store. Guys, I show you stuff that nobody else does. I show you my back door. I've gone into my into my back door of my channel. I show you stuff, guys. A lot of other channels don't show you. See, that's for the month of October. Actually, what was sold in the month before in September. I believe that, you know, I'm just a rocket scientist. Maybe my math's a little bit off by a few cents, but it does seem to me that's just a few cents shy of $1 million. What do y'all think? Am I getting to be a millionaire yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. But guys, this stuff's good for you. I mean, I wouldn't be out here promoting it if it didn't have value. If it didn't have value, I wouldn't be here promoting it. I mean, what have I been promoting? Seeds and long-term food storage. I'm going to bring in some more seeds and some other good deals. Hey, Valerie, appreciate that. Sorry I can't do more. Love your channel and visit. Well, thank you so much. No, I love you. That's great. That's a great token. I love it. Appreciate it. Every little bit helps. But, you know, guys, there's a couple of people that just really get on me. Look, you're always talking that food. You're always doing that. You're doing that. Well, every little bit helps, and it really does. And, you know, one of these days I may have to make a living off this channel. I don't have any retirement right now because I got such credit card debt. I've got $107,000 in credit card debt that some ex-girlfriend thought I needed to go into debt. She hid it. She actually was hiding my credit card statements. It was coming in my mailbox. She had found out she did this to several guys before me. So she had a modus operandi. She had it down pat. She knew how to do this. I was just a gullible guy with a big heart that she took to the cleaners in a matter of just a couple of months. She wiped me out like 2 months flat. You know, just imagine somebody putting $100,000 in debt in 2 months. You know, I had cars that had zero balance on them. You know, it was zero balance. Well, they weren't zero when she got hold of them. Yeah. But, you know, she took care of that. And I've been paying for it ever since. Patriot Supply is okay, but most cheap carbs. You can buy $1 bags. Well, but you can make real food out of it because it's freeze-dried. It can be better to do it. But guys, look at this stuff. You get 2,000 calories a day for what you get, the packaging, the buckets. When you consider food inflation, you'll pay more when you go to McDonald's, guarantee you, guys. This is real food. And these pouches are easy to carry. They're easy to carry. And this really, you know, you heard Stacy Vicky herself say, she cans a lot of food in jars. She cans enormous amounts of food, but she buys this too because she can bug out with this stuff. She can put this in caches. She can bury it under the ground in barrels and other things. You can move this stuff around. And I got this stuff too. You know me, I garden, but I got this too. So yeah, check it out. Go to prepwithgreg.com. There you'll find the specials you won't find right on the My Patriot Supply. And this is not all they got. They got tons of other supplies at My Patriot Supply, prepping supplies. You need to check them out, guys. So I'll give you a holler, Greg. Okay. Is she in jail? I did put a warrant out for arrest. She fled the state. That was years ago. I still hadn't paid for it all. Yeah, I've said buy beans and rice. I've done 2 videos to big box stores. I say do that stuff. But everything's got its place. I mean, a 50-pound bags of beans and rice will feed you for a certain amount of time, but it ain't that lightweight. Your kidding will pick it up and throw it over the shoulder and walk out with it. But this is a 2-week supply of food. You just got to rehydrate. 2 weeks of food in this bucket. That's what's cool about this. It's 2 weeks. And if you don't want to carry this bucket, if you are backpacking, if you're on maneuvers, you got to get out. I mean, seriously, get out and go out in the woods to survive. Throw these in your backpack. They'll help you get by. Or better yet, go out in the woods and pre-position. Dig caches, some different places. only you and your family know where they're at, and bury some of this stuff. I mean, this comes with a plastic stripper. I've ripped that stripper out so I can open this up. It's sealed. Each of the pouches inside are sealed. You could put this inside of a barrel and seal that. You could have it triple sealed. And this is good stuff. And I know I got it, it'll last 25 years, probably longer if you can bury it, as long as it don't somehow don't get water into it. But guys, that stuff is, it's an awesome deal with that. Greg, I'm sorry she did that to you. I have a big heart too and get taken advantage of as well. Yeah, that's the disadvantage of having a big heart. People are always, well, I've helped a lot of people out. A lot of them need help too. I do that. I've done it many times, and a lot of them legitimately need help. But when somebody just comes in and takes everything and just runs through you like that, that's awful. But you know, some of these people, it's what they're like. There's a term called a black widow, and that's what typically means a woman who'll go in with a guy and then she offs him. There's guys that do that to women too, by the way. So there's guys like that, there's women like that. So and they're very smooth operators at first. They're really sociopaths. I mean, they're, you know, not all of them off you, but financially you're devastated for years. You get that kind of debt, it's just hard. You can't really pay it down. The interest rates are so high. My mortgage here, I'm paying about $930 the mortgage plus the insurance part together. You know, so there's escrow that covers insurance and property tax all in one escrow. So if the escrow, that's mostly insurance. The escrow, I think the house principal is like an interest of something like 700 and something, but the total payment's $934, I think, or $38. They just changed it about a month ago, and just changed again because the mortgage companies just changed. They saw we had bank consolidation, but I pay almost $2,600 a month on credit debt. That's kind of steep. Now I've got a plan that if I can keep my job over the next year or two, I think I can pay it all off in the next year. Definitely got a plan, because I'm getting some things repositioned in my life. I think I can knock it out. But if I lose my job, it's called bankruptcy, because I can't possibly make those payments otherwise. Anyway, I cannot believe we are dealing with this censorship exactly, and we're letting them get away with it. Remember when we used to say, well, if it's American, say whatever you want to say, right or wrong. Well, that's why we need some alternate places, guys. Let's see what this Trump social media thing works out like. That could be very interesting. But again, it's also a centralized media. We need some kind of blockchain type socialized media, right? Let's see, talking to Valerie Moore. I have my Patriot Spy feed. I bought it years ago. Exactly. Really depends on if you need credit. Yeah, there was sometimes, you know, if you're buying and dealing things off the internet, you know, I buy a lot of my supplies off the internet. Or OL Rider, got lots. Thanks for any. Mom didn't raise any dummies. There you go. See, a good mom will never raise dummies. But you know, moms that are just on the government dole, you know, then they're letting their kids go wild. Usually, they're not all of them. There's some good ones, but you know, some of them don't care. It's really a class of mind. You know, there are people. What's the difference? What is the real difference? Okay, here's the real difference. Do you have goals? Do you have dreams? Do you have an aspiration? There's people who will never go anywhere in life. They're just floundering all the time, living off other people. They're parasites. And there's people that make our society work. The real difference is these people that are making society work have dreams, they have goals, they have aspirations. They're trying to make it a better world. These other guys, their dream is just to live off these guys and do nothing else. And now we paid more and more people to join this class. It's grown. We've incentivized that. We made it honorable. And hey, these people are quite smug with it, and they're happy with it, and they'll get mad at you for challenging that. And maybe why I've got 3 thumbs down. But on the other hand, our society can't continue to pay for it. Our society is about to go broke. We're about to see either a Great Depression or runaway inflation or some combination and stagflation. What's hitting? There's deflationary pressures and inflationary pressures both occurring simultaneously in our economy, like 2 counter currents. Like when you got I showed you the weather earlier, where you had cold weather pouring out of Canada on one side and hot weather come up out of the Gulf on the other side. We go right down in the middle of the country. So that's how our country's looking. We got hot and cold pockets that are in conflict with each other. But it's going to be a mess, guys. We need people working. We need everybody that can work working to rebuild this country, to make this country strong, and make it great. Everybody needs to get engaged in some fashion. If I lose my day job over this jab thing, you can bet your sweet bippy, I'm going to put more effort into the farm, more effort into this channel, into you guys, maybe my Galactic Greg's channel, a few others. I've got a Product Papa's channel. I've done a couple of videos for which I've not posted. So in one day in the not too distant future, I'll be unveiling Product Papas, hopefully. But right now I'm just too busy. But I've done about 3 or 4 videos for Product Papas, but they're too far apart in time. I got to get where it's going to be more regular before I bring that channel out. There's product reviews. Like right now, the biggest thing I was reviewing was drills, impact drills. So I use them. They're tools. As a guy, you use tools. I might do a couple other products that may not be tool related, but it's a big thing. Mr. Smith, except Greg pays a lot per month. Okay, what's that? Mr. Smith's not happy with me. Mr. Smith, it really depends on your credit. If you don't, then pay them when you can. Credit will tank anyway. Not that big a deal unless you're planning on buying something big. Well, I work and have had a career of working as a government contractor. It means we've got to pass a security test that's kind of like it's kind of like going through a clearance. They called it a trust and partnership in this case. It was the same paperwork you'd file a secret clearance for, except instead of 10 years, it went back to 7 years. Same forms, just different time frame. If you go bankrupt, it counts against you very significantly in that security check, because you're suddenly considered a security risk. And especially if you have to take a job where you got to have a clearance. And I have had jobs where I've had to have clearances in the past. And you're going to have a lot harder time getting them if you go bankrupt. So it's a career thing. You really can't afford to go bankrupt. It's kind of crazy, right, guys? But so I've tried to avoid that. I've had times when I was, between contracts, maybe several months, and that's another reason I wasn't able to get caught up. There were several periods I was between contracts, and that really got me in a jam. And just when you think it's about to get ahead, you can pay something down, so poof, the contract's over. You're out of work for a period of time. Then you get another contract. And I've been on this contract for a while, but I've been paying child support most of the time. That's finally ended. So when I tried to invest some in this farm, hopefully that will be able to cover itself here soon. And then, if I still got the job, I can turn around and knock that debt down. That's my plan. So that's why I said in about a year or two, I think I could dispense with this debt. But it doesn't work with my employment if I just walk away from it. So it's kind of a catch-22. But that's where they want us. They want us in the vice. But I'll break out of it one way or another. That's got to happen. I don't worry about a job says drops. Well, I'm probably got to have a job to pay the debt. It's kind of a self-eating watermelon, right? I can't go bankrupt because I need a job, but I have a job to pay the debt. There's something kind of weird about that circle, right? But I got a house. I had kids. I was a single parent for quite a few years. It also made it harder to get out of the debt situation. Get a solar Jenny. Gas and propane could run out this winter. John Baxter's right about that, guys. Absolutely. We may have some real energy issues, guys. Where's Granny Lana? I haven't seen her in a while here. Wise owl, me too, Valerie. Okay. Oh, my little laptop here is not scrolled all the way down. I had it held up. China buffering here. I'm getting buffering. Well, we're probably going to go here in a little bit. It's 1:18 in the morning already. So Ford's Equity Project. I see YMI IRSO. There you go. Snooping on your accounts. I've been scraped for now. Oh, yeah. Well, they want to snoop a lot more. That's the whole part of what we talked about tonight. Build back broke. Yeah, that's where we're heading. Build back broke. Yeah, broken in more ways than one. Financial broke, infrastructure broke. It's all a joke. Regina, what I wanted was a man that would work with me as a team, not cheat on me and not mess me over, not lie to me. And apparently that's too much to ask for anybody. Well, it's sad, Regina. Sorry to hear that. Well, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Look, it's hard to find decent people these days. It really is. That was me. What? Susie Q said, no, it's me, Greg. Susie Q, what are you saying, Susie Q? Your previous comment was okay. Thank TY guys, thank you. You can no, it's me. What do you mean by it's me? It's me what? Give me some context, Susie Q. It's me what? Mr. Smith. Oh yeah, bankruptcy. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, bankruptcy would affect security clearances. Lost secret clearance in 92 from DWI. There you go. So I'm talking about, guys. Yep. So yeah, we had a guy, if we got reported DWI when they did that little background check on him, and they walked him out of the Redstone Arsenal, out of NASA, out of Redstone Arsenal, and his job was over. It wasn't our company that did it, it was the government. They just walked in and got MPs and said, you're fired, you're out of here. Took him out. Our company had to fire him then. They had no choice because the government come and got him and toted him off. Yeah, filter propane. Yeah, pricey, but you got it. Be thankful you got it. And I'm making Crisco lard candles. That may be your light and your heat. Keep the frost off the greenhouse. There you go, John Baxter. That's a good comment, John. John's been pretty sharp with a few of these things now tonight, talking about where we're at with energy perhaps getting a little scarce and how to take care of it. Who is buffering? Who is buffering? Drops Virginia Warren. Well, I'm a good man. I never cheated on my wives. Drop single. Virginia, you're in my neighborhood. I know you've been here. Sorry, but I don't have just my number out loud. There you go. Yeah, you got to play it safe on here. Ford's Equity Project. You retracted your message. Real. Oh, Anthony. Hey, Anthony's in the house. Anthony, let's do a video. Anthony is in the house. How you doing, bud? Hey, I sent you an email, Anthony. Let's do a video soon. Tell me when you're up for a video. I'm ready to roll. How's things on the border, Anthony? Where's the caravan at? Talk to us, buddy. Definitely like to get a video with you. Hey, also, Inventor Lee Wilbarter. He's a good guy. He's got a good channel. I think he's trying to approach you too. You might want to chat with him. He covers a lot of news type stuff on his channel, and he's got a lot of sources. Valerie, happy birthday. Was it your birthday, Valerie? Happy birthday. Okay, I missed that. April, thank you, April. Thank you for the super chat, April. Thank you very much. So, happy birthday to Valerie. Happy birthday to Valerie. Happy birthday, dear Valerie. Happy birthday to you. Now, all right, Anthony says, I'm doing great. I'm down at the border. I know you are. We can probably do a live from the river tomorrow for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, what time? I do have a day job. Maybe on my day job tomorrow. Evenings are better, but around lunch break, or sometimes I might could do it. If you'll give me a minute, I could probably turn around and see if there's a meeting scheduled tomorrow. See what time my meetings are. I do have some meetings around lunchtime. It don't mean that I can't get an ad hoc meeting. It might pop up. It's possible, but let me check. So after 3, my time is usually late. Let me turn this computer back on. Give me a second, guys. Fire up this Gregory H. Allison Space Flight Center here. April Pelham, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I check my calendar. In the evening, after 3 p.m. That would be great if we can do it after 3. April, I'm glad Greg is here. Well, thank you, April. Thank you. All righty. Glad you're all here. Hey, me too, guys. You guys are my family, man. I tell you, you guys cheer me up when I'm down. I got so many things I got to log on to here. About 3 different things. Just get when I see my email and calendar. Got a lot of codes to put in. Hang on, guys. So everybody's saying drops. No, I'm a dark brunette. Nothing wrong with that. Turkey smoker today, so good. Oh, it sounds good. Drops. I restore old cars and just about anything on my channel. Hey, okay, everybody check out OL Rider. It's got a channel. Check out OL Rider and check out Anthony's channel too, guys. Anthony's got, I think, 2 channels. Check out Anthony. Anthony, I will send you a meeting invite if you're good for 3, or if you tell me what time you want to do it. Anthony, after 8:30 p.m. Yeah, it's 1:30 here too. Yeah, you're on the same time zone, Anthony. You're not in the same time zone. So you want to do it after 8:30? That's even better for me. Then I have to check this calendar. Yeah, I got meetings from 11 to 12 tomorrow. So anything between 11 and 12 are out tomorrow. Everybody has to have meetings at lunchtime. I know y'all can't see that screen because it's putting out so much light. So 11 to 12. I'm definitely out there. So if you want to do it at 8:30, Anthony, I'll send you a meeting invite. Yeah, thumbs up. Good. I'll send you a meeting invite tomorrow. So guys, guess what? Tomorrow we got a treat. We're going to talk about the invasion at the border, guys. Same shade as Greg here. Same shade as Greg here. Your hair, April, or your eyes? AG, subscribe to both Anthony and Oral Rider. There you go. Check them out, guys. Check out Oral Rider and go to the real Anthony Aguero. I hope I said that close to right. I probably didn't. My apologies in advance, Anthony. My apologies in advance. My old Anglo tongue is just a little stiff, unfortunately. I got to get it more flexible. I need to really learn to speak Spanish. I really do. Greg, missed my important message. Uh-oh, Cha-Cha. Let me scroll up. What was the important message that I missed? Because I'm going back and forth. I don't see everything. Thank you for super chat. Cha-Cha says Susie, or clapping to Susie. And Valerie, okay, what did I miss? Is it before or after that? Or did you send me an email? All right, Cha-Cha, what am I missing? Greg missed my important message. Okay, well, send it again. Valerie, I don't think he reads them later. Reads what? I do read various things. I just can't catch everything, especially coming across the chat room. There's a lot of traffic here. Look, I bet I go further than most people in reading messages. Show me another YouTube channel reads as many messages as I do. Not many. And I try to respond to messages people put on my videos, but I can't get to them all, guys. Look, guys, I slept 2 hours last night, so that's the way my life rolls. I'm super busy. Ice age coming. Those trying to move north or moving the wrong direction. Yeah, you got a point there, John. Maybe, Valerie, maybe rewrite it now. So it said, hey, I'm looking, Cha-Cha. What is it? Keep going. Oh, I got to go up further. It was after you said something to Valerie. Oh, we got a super chat. Hey, Victory. Yay. Thank you, Victory. We can all use a little help. Wish it were more, my friend. Cha-Cha has advice for you. Okay, Cha-Cha, you need to negotiate with the credit cards. Well, I will if I get to the point that, especially if I lose my day job, yeah, there's going to be some serious negotiating because I ain't going to be able to pay diddle to them. Serious negotiating. Is that what you're trying to say, Cha-Cha? Or is there something else I need to scroll for? Thank you, Victor. Hey, we got some really good super chats tonight. Thank you so much, Victory. All right. Monty reads message 30 minutes later. Oh, you talking about Montegraph, that channel? Yeah, I like him. He don't pull no punches. He don't pull any punches. He did a room raid on us one night. That's how I found his channel. He did a room raid on us. We need to do a room raid on somebody. We need to do a room raid on somebody. That would be fun, right? Cha-Cha. My brother had the same problem. 50K. I got it down to 10. Ooh, okay. If I get myself in a tight, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I mean, you know, I make a foul salary right now. It's no now. Yeah, I can physically cover the payments, but it takes everything I got, you know. So, yeah, that's kind of like bankruptcy. I'd have to be careful with that. Negotiate with credit cards or with debt consolidator. Yeah, you got to pay a debt consolidator, and they really do is good. Cha-Cha, maybe I need to bring you in as an advisor. Like you've done pretty good with this. Cha-Cha, yes, but now so you don't pay interest and lower that amount. Yeah, I wonder how it's going to affect. I wonder if it'd affect me in terms of like security clearance. I got to worry about that too. Glad I can help. You're a good man. Hard to come by these days, said Victory. Thank you, Victory. Thank you. Thank you so much. AG, I did it with Credit Card Co. Oh, you use something called Credit Card Co. Now, Credit Card Co. Is that a company or is that an app? Who is Credit Card Co.? Who is Credit Card Co.? Drops. Cha-Cha, I made 10K last week. Wow. I need a rich wife and a yacht and a dog. Send pic of dog and yacht. Cha-Cha, I think that was a proposal, providing you got a dog and a yacht. If you got a dog and a yacht, Cha-Cha, you just got a proposal. All right. No with the credit card. Oh, with the credit card company. Okay, you went straight to the credit card company. Gotcha. Oil riders laughing at drops. No kidding. No fees. All right. So how did you put it to them? What did you tell them? All right. Poles moved over to Russia. Russia is in serious trouble. You talk about the magnetic poles, John. Yeah, they've been heading that way. Yeah, we may all be in trouble, guys, especially if the magnetic field drops, we're in trouble. I showed y'all the sun earlier. 61 watching. Hey, you know what we could do? We could do another quick perusal of some of the channels I showed earlier in the video, because I think we've got a lot of people have changed who's in here. The credit card company you owe is who you negotiate with. I got it. So, but if you still got a job, what do you tell them? I mean, what do you tell them? How do you negotiate with them? They'll say, well, you owe it, and so you got to pay it. How do you negotiate with the company when you still got the job? Marry for money. I still have my hair. Drops is something to my wife. All right. He's hunting a rich woman. Drops, we might get in a competition here. April, it would be far better to not. Oh, no kidding. Mr. Smith says, I got hair and teeth. Oh, you guys are so funny. Hey, I got teeth too. And I got a little hair. Oh my God. Oh my, yeah, we're getting funny tonight. And let me turn off this thing behind me so you can follow the screen here. At least turn off on the screen so it's not so bright on you guys. You can't afford it, said Cha Cha. Nomadic WMN. Nomadic women. Hi, Greg. Hi, all. I thought I'd mention a YT video that is great for the non-believers. It's called what? What's really behind the Great Reset? Ooh, okay. That's a good topic to look at on Salary Amore. I don't know that channel, but that's what's behind the Great Reset. Check it out, guys. Microgreens. We need worms. Hey, microgreens, how you doing? I hope to be selling worms in the spring. Hair down the middle of my back, like Greg. Wow, well, mine down the middle of my back, not that far. Oh, well, you got some hair then. To pay off debt from the CC. Okay, Nippy, yeah. Apologize. I'd explain how the debt happened to be made. That might help. The problem is I've carried it so long, they just may not, I don't know. It's not going to be an easy sell. And that you didn't do it. No, I didn't. My hair is as long as Greg's. Oh, we got 3 guys in here with long hair. OL Ryder, Drops, and myself. All right. So we got 3 long hair guys in here. All right. We ought to just be a band of brothers. Maybe we'll start a band. Now we ought to get together. Can we do a band? ZZ Top. I got beards. AG, that's up to you and the credit card. Microgreens growing now. There you go. Hey, I'm growing microgreens too. Dave Hodges reported that Loudoun County, Virginia spent $9 million on CRT programs. Ain't that gross? Mr. Smith, has nobody noticed that our president is meeting with other commies in Glasgow? What is Sam Hain? What is Sam Hain? Jesse Mills, Drops, great, good for you. So Jesse is liking that you got the long hair there. Nippy, I used to be a banker. Cha-cha, if I tell them you can't afford, if you tell them you can't afford it, they will take what they can get rather than write it off. Okay, got it. Drops, we Vikings. There we go. There we go. We got a bunch of Vikings in here tonight. Drops, I can sing actually. Oh, we're gonna call her Van. Woden's Wonders. You know, usually on Wednesday nights, if I can start my video by 9 o'clock, which I've not been able to, at least it's a Woden video, because Wednesday is Wodenness. You know, Odin also had the name Woden, and it was also known as Wodenness. Wodenness. Wednesday came from Woden's name. Wodenness was one of the names for Woden. Also Wotan. And Wotan showed up in the Mayan culture. The Mayans knew Wotan and described him as being long hair. gray-haired and long beard. Yep. Isn't that interesting? But when I was, Jesus, Greg, it's morning here in France. Hey, Sean, how you doing? I bet it is. Hey, Sean, I went to bed at 6 a.m. this morning, got up at 8. You sing pretty good. I love my birthday song, says Valerie. I love that prayer. There you go. See my Woden's Wand of Wonders here from Gorgeous Awesome. Yeah, we got to say some prayers for folks here tonight. Nomadic women. Okay, Drops, you gotta be a dame. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see here. Have you always liked seeing long hair on men? Have always liked seeing long hair on men, but only real men. There you go. Still, Roz. That's it. Real men. You got to be manly. So he's like a mountain man, Viking. Yeah. There's no sissiness around here. No, sir. Yeah, lights up here in UK. You must crack on. All right, John. John, are you in UK? Wait a minute. United Kingdom. Lights up here in UK. All right. Didn't know you were in UK. Very good. Glad to see you here, Sean. So we got John in UK, and Sean in France. John and Sean. Just on my way to work to refurbish a chateau. Okay. Well, Ryder, if I sing, my dog covers his head. Can you play a guitar? You play the guitar, and John and I'll do the vocals. Drops and I'll do the vocals. Excuse me. Colonel, Colorado Jan Greg, see my last comment. Oh, let me scroll back up here. John Baxter enjoyed sitting with all you. Again, loves Wormy. Randy Cummins, how you doing, Randy? Halo was asleep in the chair. Sorry I missed the show. Yeah, we're about done here. Let me scroll back up. Colorado Jan had a comment, and apparently I missed it. So let me scroll back up. Colorado Jan. Greg, with everything going up in price, this would be the best time to call them. Oh, might be. Valerie Wash, Sean. Gee, how wonderful. I used to live in, was it Everall? How would you pronounce it? France. Pam Sloan, hello all. Did you join us there? We got 72 in the room. We got people joining us. Some people just waking up almost 2 in the morning. Hi, Valerie. It's a pleasure to get to work. Drops, talking to nomadic women. Let me see here. 30% battery on my computer here. And oh, Pam just can't sleep. Sorry to hear that. Let me see what the weather's doing out here, because we had a storm system going through here. Chewy weather had warned me about. It was in here earlier. Oh, let me see. I need to get up early tomorrow, so I need to turn it in. So I got to get on this thing early tomorrow. I got some big things to do. All right, hang on, guys. I got to find this. That's not it. The wrong one. Need buttons on here. No, not the distract button. All right, we got light rain here. We're right in the middle of the band of light rain. It's heavier south of us, just like Chewy Weather told me. All right, most of it's passed through now. So I've been talking. I went outside and shut down my microgreens trailer just before it hit. Yeah, it's a lot heavier south of me, as Chewy Weather told me. So that front has moved through. There's another line of storms forming up behind it that's still in Mississippi, though. All right, Chewy Weather, there you are. Most of it's gone past. That's right. Most of it's gone past. It's another line that's forming up in western Mississippi right now. It's kind of a narrow, more intense line. It's just formed up. Maybe that might come through and give me a little thunder bumpers early in the morning. Anywho, Chewy Weather is my weatherman. He always calls me and tells me what's coming. He'll say, Greg, you're going to get a storm at 2 o'clock in the morning, or it'll just miss you. He's been right on. Everyone's saying prep for bad winter. John, was talking about a long, dark winter this year. 54, light rain here, also in north of you, Greg. All right, Randy. How far north are you, Randy, or me? I think I know I've asked you before. Where are you located, Randy? You sent me a package. I should check return mail, right? Guys, this is what Randy sent me. I got this from Randy. This walking stick. And I've used it too. I've already worn off a little corner of it here. Yeah, I've been using this. Nice stick, guys. Really nice stick. Here, I know another thing. There's some little trees and bushes out there. We got a little sticky tree. If there's a tree that's big around, I can hit it with a stick and it will cut it like a knife. So this makes quite a, hey. Yep. Very handy stick. Very handy stick. Strong stick. Good stick. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it. Randy gave me that. Blue Bottle Bunny Farm gave me this. What was that? We're Just Awesome gave me this. Rainy Lana gave me this. And Reverend Annie gave me this thing right here. And I'll put this on the show one night. Reverend Annie made this. That's Odin. You see Munin and Hugnan up here, the two ravens. Anyway, I gotta find a place to hang that up. Pam Sloan, I'm a bit out of loop lately. Oh, that's all right. Henderson, Kentucky, just below Evansville, Indiana. Okay, yeah, you're just north of me. What's the temperature up there, Randy? What's the temperature? Sean Ball, yeah, all right. Well, have a nice day at work there, Sean. Yeah, people got to work. Glad you're working. Y'all need to get to work. Valerie Moore, La Palma is getting scary from the people that live there. Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Bushcraft Bear. Yeah, he's good. He covers it. I think he is getting a little unnerved by that. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be on that island anymore if I was there. Yeah, that's getting rough. My family name is from Ireland. Okay. All righter. You know what my name is? My name is Gregory Hugh Allison. Gregory is from Greek. It means the watchman. Hugh in Greek means of the mind. Hugh is also 432 hertz, which is known as the God frequency. Hugh. I didn't learn that until Rex Bear was walking in that tunnel. I started checking it out because that was pretty awesome. And then if y'all have seen that video, that's kind of mind-boggling. Allison in Teutonic. Now, Allison is Scottish, probably son of Alistair, but in Teutonic, Allison means of holy fame. So my name is the Watchman of the Mind of Holy Fame. I mean, I got my eyes on God. I don't know. What does it mean? What does my name mean, guys? I always kind of, when I discovered that, kind of made me go, my name is a grammatically correct sentence. It's really strange. The Watchman of the Mind of Holy Fame. Interesting name. Oh well, whatever that's worth. That and a few of these might buy you a cup of coffee as long as you're not at Starbucks, right? And then if it's hey, I only drink coffee straight black. Let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, I got that. Still Roz. I'm spoiled. Oops. To get to work and home. Make my own schedule. Well, that's nice. Oh yeah, I saw that about somebody wanting to bomb La Palma. Yeah, is that crazy? Crazy politician. But notice that guy lived on one of the other islands. He didn't live on La Palma. He was in Canary Islands, but he didn't live on La Palma. Yeah, heads on swivel heads and watch La Palma. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I heard one of the volcanic cones sloughed in, so there could be a danger there. Monkey Works talked about La Palma tonight. Oh, did he? Colorado Jans. Oh, there's a new product in the market called a grill gun. It looks kind of like a flamethrower. Oh, the smaller version would be great for a Defender, a grill gun. I like that. Drops. Rex is good. Oh, yeah. I got Rex didn't tell me he needs me on the show again soon, so I got to make an appointment with him. April. It might suddenly sink. No, it won't sink unless it blows up like a caldera underneath. That could happen. That would be bad. That would be extremely bad. Your laugh is contagious, Greg. Well, thank you, Victory. Thank you. You know, it's good to laugh. Laughter is medicine, you know. And no matter how bad things are, you can always find some good thing. You know, there's a story about this guy who was captured in one of the concentration camps in Germany, Jewish guy, and all they would feed him in the day was a fish head and a bowl of water, and heat it up. And it may be even barren. It might just mean most of the bones. That's all he was getting was a fish head and a bowl of water. Well, he was in such a desperate place, psychologically and physiologically, he learned to look at that fish head and find beauty in it. And he discovered there really was beauty in the symmetry or whatever. He learned how to appreciate good things in the bad. And I guess it was a strong life lesson for him. But that's what got him through psychologically through the hard time he was in. So it's important to find beauty in the very worst of times. We're living in bad times today. But look, what are we? We're among friends here. As long as we're among friends, we can be happy and we can laugh, and we should. And laughter is good medicine, and it does calm the soul, makes people feel better. And I wonder if he's kin to Fauci. Oh, hey, Fauci's off Snoopy. Isn't he horrible? All right. Drop says, I like Rex, Lee, and others. Diamond hates me, but don't know why. Oh, Drops, you got on a Diamond or something? You stepped on his nerve? Valerie, well, Greg, it's a wonderful name you have. Well, thank you, Valerie. It's really for barbecue grills. Yeah, I got one of these for a barbecue grill. Got it right here. Dusty. Doesn't exactly remind me of a flamethrower. There's a little piezoelectric, there's a little crystal in here. When you strike this, it strikes that crystal and it makes it release about 100,000 volts, which creates a spark that lights the gas. It's no flint, it's a crystal. I love it, right? A crystal would work forever unless it cracks. But this thing will run out of gas. It's not a rechargeable one. Too bad, right? Those come in handy. Let's see here. Amanda B, how you doing? Indeed, hope you're well, Greg, and everyone up there in the U.S. of A. Well, how you doing, Amanda? Many comments. Sheila C, beautiful area. I had friends in Salt Lake City, Kentucky. Wow. Go to Hayes Days, biggest flea market. Okay, sounds good. Salt Lake. You know, I had some ancestors went into East Kentucky back when Boone was going there with Stewart's. And they went into Kentucky to set up the first industry in Kentucky, which was going to be the salt operation. They got salt springs and they were going to evaporate water in these big iron flat tubs, basically, and make salt. So really, some of my direct ancestors established the first industry, a salt foundry in Kentucky. But they were farmers. They had a homestead and a log barn and log cabin. And a lot of stories my great grandfather wrote to his uncles and great uncles passed down to him. Some amazing stuff. Pam Sloan, Diamond doesn't like me either because I speak my piece. Yeah, all right. Volcanic ash is seeding clouds and making it rain heavier. It can. Shaw just saying could be a major flooding next year. Oh, we've had a lot of flooding this year, guys. Lots of flooding. Yeah, it's the bigger deal than it is, says Colorado Jen. Had one of those lighters. I don't know what happened to it. Well, I suppose you can still find them. Got a whole box of those lighters. There you go, oil rider. Very good. See, a prepper would have that, right? Just give it to Diamond. LOL, he can take it. All right, legendary Bunny Man of Bradford. The winter winds are blowing. Ooh, hey, that's quite a name. Legendary Bunny Man of Bradford. You in the UK there, buddy? That sounds like you might be in the UK. Legendary Bunny Man. Randy Cummins, the locals came out of the mountains. You could buy anything you could think of. Oh, Colorado, a bunch of my ancestors came from Virginia and went to Barron, Kentucky. They went through Missouri. We might be related, Colorado Jams, because a lot of my ancestors came over into Virginia and spread out. Some went through Kentucky, some went south from there, and the Allisons sent a caravan into right into the middle of the Chattahoochee Nation and bought land from the Indians, paid them the market rate for the land. I mean, they bought it at the time, bought it outright. And the Indians sold it to them. They didn't want to take it. They bought it from them, and they lived there in the middle of the Indian Nation. They were the first white people in their area. And, they went there and they had no intention of having any problem with them. They just went there. They thought they had an opportunity and they bought the land, and the Indians sold it to them. They were totally in agreement. They were getting along just fine. Ain't summer yet. Okay, yeah, you're heading toward your summer. We're heading toward our winter, Amanda. Hope we don't get too hot. Man, are y'all still locked down crazy tight? What's life like there? Are y'all still locked down? I mean, Canada and Australia were just locked down tight as all get out. True weather, if Buford Gyra releases a few more volcanoes kick off, it might get a bit chilly around here. Yeah, it might. Still rise in my. It's 60 in my area of Texas. Good sleeping weather. Yeah. You know what? That's a good idea. I need to end this and go to bed. So instead of being at 6 in the morning, getting up at 8, I need a little sleep tonight. I need to get up earlier tomorrow. I need to get up earlier. I bought kerosene heater just in case. There you go, 23. I have a couple kerosene heaters. I got to get more kerosene. I lost my greenhouse almost last winter because I couldn't find it. I had like 2 5-gallon things of kerosene. I ran through both of them, and suddenly there was no kerosene available in the area here. I couldn't buy any, and that's when the big snowstorm hit. If I'd had that greenhouse hot, that snow would have just melted and sloughed off. Instead, it stuck on top, weighted it down, and did a lot of damage to it. Can enter places or exit state or nation. You can? Okay, good. But only passport vax holders. Oh, reopen, but only for passport holders. Yikes. Legendary Bunny Man, the temps are trying to drop crazy thing. I still have tomatoes on the vine. There you go. Well, I got tomatoes here. Let's see here. Need to sign off and get up early. All right, Valerie, me too. Me too. Thanks for making my birthday special. Well, happy birthday, Valerie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valerie. Happy birthday to you. All right. Amanda, same ugly head, mate. What was uh-oh. What was it? Same ugly head. Oh wow. Let's see. College, and I got my wood stove just a few days ago. Okay. Chinese diesel getting popular now. Well, I'm going to talk about China here real soon, guys. I'm going to talk about China. They're pulling a big deception on us. They're pulling a wool over our eyes up, maybe. I wish I could get kerosene heater, but I live in an apartment. Oh, not allowed. I was afraid somebody's going to kick it over and burn down the whole apartment complex. Hey, Valerie, everybody's wishing happy birthday. Fantastic. I hope it is a really good one. Guys, we need to say some prayers here before we're done. Drops, lost a wife. We always pray for Randy Bly of the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm because he is dealing with some cancer, a little severe cancer case. And we always pray for Granny Lana's granddaughter, Kaylee. I don't know where she's at. Oh, this battery's 19% on this laptop. I'm going to shut it down. Laptop. Good night, Greg. A lot of people know you. Okay, 23. Hey, you know what? We're family here. 23 Angels Fly. We're definitely family here. All right, let's say good night. All safe says cha cha. Yeah, we're gonna do some closing prayers. Just if anybody's got a prayer request, put it out there. Because we're family, and we take care of family. We believe in praying for family. It's not a religious channel. I'm not going to tell you how to pray. We'll just have a moment of silence where everybody can pray as they would according to their own faith. Nothing that I'm telling you to do. So we got any other prayer requests? Anyone? You got my phone. You can talk. Drops, Family Garden. You got my phone. You can. I got your phone number, Drops. It's so texty to say hi. So it's Drops. I got your phone. You got mine. I get so many numbers sometimes I just forget which ones I got, which ones I don't. You're loving, mate. Hug and kiss. Well, thank you. Same for you, Amanda. You're wonderful. Amanda, you need to, if you ever get out of that Australia, come up here and visit us. Pam Sloan, just for a speedy recovery from my surgery. Okay, that's a good prayer request. All right, Pam is asking for speedy recovery from her surgery. Very good. Praying for us all. There you go. Let's pray for all the people who are on the verge of losing their careers and jobs. A lot of people in that boat. Health and happiness for all. There we go, Amanda. There you go. Absolutely. Hold hope close. Yes, Amanda. Yeah, Drops lost a wife. All right. And Amanda's putting, is that a birthday cake? What is that, Amanda? April says, night, Greg, sweet dreams, and have a happy day. You too. Well, right, our Father. All right, guys. Praying for all. Let's do a quick prayer session here. Everybody, pray according to however you pray, according to your own faith. I'm not here to tell you how to do that. We're just being family, and we're praying for our friends and family here. Emailed you. Okay, Drops. You email me when? Yeah, I do get a lot of emails. Sometimes I just have a hard time getting around to it. Yeah, there's somebody I saw an email. Someone got Nunya, who was near as Nunya, and I got to respond to that. Drops, email me again. Shoot me another email. Shoot me another email. And yeah, we got to do that band, right? Wisdom needed prayers. All right. Legendary Bunny Man, prayers for the whole world. Amen to that. Pray for people getting Social Security, may lose money. All right, that's good. All right. Still quick prayer, everyone. Amen. Wow, holding hands, says Victor. Very good. Prayers to safe all. Man, the drops when I get a boat, you're coming fishing, mate. There you go. Hey, when you get a boat, paddle it over here, Amanda. John Baxter. High noon today, light and the moon's still there. Oh, be high tides. Okay. It's 2 a.m. in the morning here. So I guess you're knocking on noon. Knocking on noon. Noon a knocking. Noon a knocking. Anunnaki. Noon a knocking. Anunnaki. Oh, gotta have a little humor here. In Jesus' name, amen, says Mr. Smith. Amen. All righty. I think it's time we call it a night and get on about things. We're down to 59 in the room. Hey, guys, I really appreciate y'all tonight. You know, it always cheers me up when we get in here together. You know, you guys cheer me up. I appreciate that. So I want to thank everybody for watching. You cheer me up with the chat. We got about 3 thumbs down. Yeah, I wish whoever was giving us the thumbs down would speak their mind in the chat room, tell us what it is. But you know, guys, I really appreciate y'all. And all you super chatters. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so very much. It was awesome night tonight. We did great in that area, and I really appreciate that. That really helps. It helps a lot. And it really does. So I appreciate that. And all you mods, you were busy. You were busy tonight. We appreciate it. You know, thank you for all you do. So, just the next comments are here. Knocking on 5:10 p.m. Oh, you're in the afternoon. We're in the wee morning here. 2:05 here. Find little things that make you smile. Exactly, Amanda. Exactly. Tell a bad joke. Have a laugh. Yeah, that's why I like to laugh. But there's always something extra to laugh at, guys. We can always find humor in things. And you got to find the humor and the beauty in things. Mr. Smith, appreciate you, Greg. Favorite YouTube. Well, thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you. Guys, share my videos. Here's what you can do to help me. Share my videos. Go into my videos and every video I put out and put in just one comment. Give it a thumbs up and put in at least one comment and reply to somebody else in there. Go in where somebody else made a comment, reply to them. If you start doing that and getting that kind of interaction going, that makes the algorithms promote my channel more. So do that. Let's get the community part of us going here. You cheer us up too, Greg. That's why we visit. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. You got this, boys. XOXO and girls. Well, hugs and kisses to you, Amanda. You're awesome. All right, guys. So I got a video tomorrow with Anthony, the real Anthony, and we'll be talking about what's going on at the border. We may go live where we're talking about 8:30, so we probably will go live tomorrow around 8:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And we got I got some other topics to cover. I might do or just recorded video and upload them if I can find the time. I do have other topics to talk about. Fridays are kind of pushed for me since I'm getting ready for the farmers market. I might go live Friday night. Hard to say right now. Last Friday I was just beat. I couldn't do it. Time I got everything done, I knew I had to get up so early in the morning for the farmers market. I just couldn't pull it off. But we'll be at the farmers market Saturday. And yeah. That's the last day of the month. No, Sunday's the last day of the month. Sunday is the last day of the month. Halloween is Sunday this time around. I don't know if we might do something on Sunday. I'll try to do a video if we can't. Nothing else, guys. So LOL, go to bed, Greg. This instant young man. You know, guys, I'd look like I was 20 if I could manage to get some sleep, right? All righty, guys, ladies, gentlemen, all of you, I really appreciate it. Thank the world of you, and good night all.